Hello guys, welcome back to Flourish Hill. In this video, we are going to be learning how to create web pages using webpage. Alright, let's get into it. But before we start, I'm going to ask a question. So, what is WebLab? Who is WebLab meant for? Who can use WebLab actually? If I really want to be a web designer, can I use WebLab professionally? Alright, I'm going to answer all this question before the end of this video. Alright, now let's get into it. Now to access your WebLab, you're going to open your browser obviously, and you're going to type in code.org, and then you click on enter, and then you sign in. Normal sign in. I would advise that you sign in with your Google account. So you say continue with Google, and then it brings out all the Google account that's registered in this PC, on this PC. That's mine. And it takes me to the code.org environment. And I want to be sure that I'm on my dashboard. So I click on my dashboard. And then it takes me back to my dashboard. And then you scroll down slowly until you see projects. But now you navigate to start a new project. And then click on view full list. Now, all that is view full list, you have a lot of labs. As you can see, we have Sprite Lab, we have Artist Lab, we have App Lab, we have Game Lab. We have all of these labs. I'm going to be showing you how to do that. But for now, let's focus on Web Lab. And then we're going to see Web Lab. So you click on Web Labs. Now, this is for those that are comfortable. Now, let me first answer the first question. What is Web Lab? Now, WebLab is a text editor, as an online text editor, where you can write your HTML and CSS code. It's just like a Notepad, or Notepad++, or Visual Studio code. You understand, where you can write HTML and CSS code and then view that on your browser. But this is made easy for especially kids and beginners. So if you're trying to learn HTML and CSS in a fun and easy way, I'm going to advise you to stick to WebLab for now. Until you are comfortable with using this tags, with creating a website, then you can now say, okay, let me start using Notepad++, Sublime Text, all these text editors. I'm going to tell you what a text editor is for now. For now, I would want you to focus on WebLab. Alright, so WebLab is easy, and then you're going to learn HTML in a fun and easy way. Are we good? Alright, so I've answered what is WebLab, and then I've also answered who is it meant for. It's meant for beginners, it's meant for kids. So if you're a professional and then you're trying to use WebLab, come on man, you can actually do something better with Notepad++, Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code, and all these lovely text editors. Alright, let's get back into it. Alright, so we are going to be learning HTML and CSS in this series. And then we're going to start with a little bit of explanation to the HTML code. Alright, now the first thing I will teach you in this video is how to create headings and paragraph with HTML. Alright, let's get into it. So when you open your WebLab, the first thing I would advise you to do is to save your work. Alright, so give it your first, so you could say web project, my first web project, web page, something like that, and then click on save. Now that's your first web page, and automatically WebLab generates this code for you, just for easy programming, just for easy code. Alright, but before we continue, I want to tell you what HTML is. Now, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Yeah, that is what HTML stands for. Hypertext Markup Language. Now, it is a language for the web. Think about it, all these websites that you're seeing online, even including code.org. It is being created. The foundation of every website is created with HTML. So you need it if you want to create lovely websites login web pages. You need it. So it is a language for creating web pages, and it also not a programming language. It is a markup language. So what I mean is that there's no concept, there's no programming concept right here. You're not going to loop, you're not going to do conditional statements, you're not going to do anything. You're just declaring elements and then you're putting the content. I'll repeat that. You're just declaring elements. For example, all these headings have tags. Paragraph have tags. Images have tags. Links have tags. You would get to know that as time goes on. But now let's break it down. I hope I'm not too fast. I'm going to break it down for you. If I'm too fast, you can pause the video, rewind, and check whatever I've said again. So all of these have tags. So now let's show you, for example, this is a tag. And what this tag means is that the document tag is HTML5. That's HTML. That's the most recent HTML right now. So HTML5. It means what? Document type HTML5. So whenever you want to start any web project, you start with this. It's doc type HTML. Now when I click on this HTML, you can see it's highlighting the second one. Now what that means is that for every tag, for most tags in HTML, there is always an opening tag and a closing tag. You can see the way I'm doing my hand. I just want you to understand. Yeah, there's always opening tag and closing tag, and then you have content. Now in this case, this is the opening tag. We are laying the foundation. This means this is just like, you're trying to build a house and then you lay the foundation. Now this is the foundation. HTML. This is the opening tag. Now the difference between the opening tag and the closing tag is that there is no forward slash in the opening tag. You can see that showing an error. So you have to do that to tell you that I have opened it here and I have closed it here. So whatever you see right here is inside our HTML foundation. So that's the first one. So now, after laying the foundation, we need to create the head and the body. So now this is here. Can you see now when I click on the head also, you can see there's opening tag and there's closing tag. Now the difference between the opening tag and the closing tag is what? The forward slash. So think about any element. Always know that they have opening tag and closing tag. So now inside the header we have a property. We have a link. Now that link actually is linking us to the style. Don't worry. Just forget about this for now. I'll explain this for you in the next series of videos. But for now, leave the header. Just take this one as it is right now. I'm going to explain that to you. Now, let's focus on the body. Now, you can see the body. We have what? Opening tag and the closing tag. Now, whatever you want to see on your web page goes inside the body tag because that is where everything is being shown. All right, let me break that for you. I'm going to open a new tab right now. Now, this is a web page. Now, all that you see right here is inside the body. Okay? But now, what you see right here is inside the head. I hope that explains it for you. All right? We'll get to know that much later. So, the same thing to this. All that you see right here is inside the head. Okay? But this is what we're going to focus on. So, can you move your cursor inside the body? And let's learn the first tag, which is what? H1 tag. Now, H1 tag is the biggest of all the heading tags. We have 6 heading tags. We have H1, H2, H3, H4 to H6. But H1 is the biggest of all the heading tags. Now, how do you create the tag for H1 before you write the content? Now, the tag is what? Remember what I said. You have to start with opening tag before the closing tag. So you go right now, click on your less than. H1, it stands for heading 1. Greater than, that's the opening tag. This is what the opening tag. You can see it's still showing us red that you need to close it. So, what do you think I'm going to do to close? / if you say that you're correct, and then I'm going to type the same H1 and close it. As you can see now, there's no error because I have opened the tag and I have closed it. Don't forget, this is what? Heading tag 1. Now, you can type in any topic. You can see I love coding. Yeah, that's because I love coding. I love coding. As you can see, it appears when I finish typing. Now, what that means is what? This is the content. And this, the tags. Now, this tag defines whatever you put in between the content. I hope I am breaking this down. Let me repeat myself. The tag defines whatever you put in between the content. So if I say, I love coding, that means this I love coding is an heading 1 coding. Is an heading 1 tag, I'm sorry. But now, let's take something. Let's take away the heading tag and see what happens to the text. Now, watch this. I take away the heading tag. You see the size change. It meaning what? You didn't declare any tag, so I'm going to write it the way you wrote it. And that is exactly what happened right here. Do we understand? Alright. So this is heading 1. Let's do it again. Heading 1. Don't forget the structure of your opening tag and then the structure of your closing tag. That's it. Now we have been able to declare heading 1 tag. Do we understand? Pause the video if you do not understand. Rewind and check it again. And but still, if you do not understand, please comment in the comment section below. I am very free to attend to everyone because that is what I'm meant to do. I came here just to help you learn how to code. And I love doing it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll be glad to answer everyone. So let's continue. This is how to create edit tags. Okay? Alright. So if you want to create more edit tags, you can. Alright? Just use your what? H1 tag. That way, you create your edit tag. See? H1 tag, open and close. That's opening tag. The difference between the opening tag and the closing tag is the /. And then you can now type in your heading and say what? I am a computer scientist. That's another edit tag, but I don't think you want to have a lot of edit tag in your page. So let's take off the second edit tag, and let's focus on that. So that's the edit tag. If you want your edit tag topic, you want your topic to be a bit longer, you can write it. You can say how I spent my last holiday. That's another topic. I hope you understand. Alright, now let's move on to the next tag that I would introduce to you today, and that is the paragraph tag. Now for the paragraph tag, all you need to do is to declare a P. So now the tag for paragraph is what? You do almost the same thing, less than. Every tag always start with a less than, and always start with less than, and then you just put in the letter, and then that's for opening tag. And then you close it by also saying what? Less than / the letter, and then the closing tag. And that is how to declare opening and closing tag. And then this P stands for what? Paragraph. So now let's write a little paragraph. Now, one of the best ways to get more paragraphs is when you're practicing is to type in lorem ipsum. Just type lorem ipsum full text. Yeah. Just type that and then just get some lorem ipsum text just to beautify your page. So we're going to use this one for now. I just want to use this short paragraph. Alright, so don't mind me. And just let's copy that and then go back to your page and paste it right there. If you don't want lorem ipsum pages, if you don't want lorem ipsum text, you can actually type your story. But for me, I just want to explain the concept that no matter how long your text is, it's going to be seen as a paragraph. Can you see now? It's already looking like a text. Now, the difference between what you have right there and what you have right there is that this one is being embedded with HTML tags and elements. But on this page, it's showing you properly like a web page. As you can see, it's looking like a website. It's looking like a web page. But now, our web page is not so beautiful because we have not started adding styles to it. Alright, so this is what we have done so far. We have declared our heading 1 tag, which is this, and then we have declared our heading 2 tag. So now pay attention to what WebLab does. This is so beautiful. Now WebLab will tell you that each element is like a box. And then that box, you can put in whatever you have right there. So that's what we're doing now then. So this is H1 tag, can you see? That's the box. This is paragraph tags. That's box with what? Content. Now, click on the body. You see that it's enclosed everything. So that's to explain to you that whatever you type in right here is being shown on the page. Do we understand? Alright. So you can decide to add more style to it. It all depends on you. But don't forget that we've learned a lot today. We've learned heading tag. We have H1 tag, but I told you we have 6 heading tags. Now, the same way you write H1 tag is just the same way you write heading 2 tags. Let's say, for example, I want to write my heading 2 tag right now. You can see less than H2, then greater than, and then I'll say my lovely. Okay, before you write the content, close the tag. That's a good practice. That's how to close it. And then say what? My lovely pet. Yeah, my lovely pet. Can you see now that the H2 tag is a bit smaller? That's the way it's designed. Alright, so if you want a smaller heading, you can use the H2 tag. And then you can put in some paragraph also after that. Say less than P greater than, then you say again less than / P greater than. I'm taking this baby step because I want everyone to understand the concept. So now in between the paragraph tags, you can now type in your story or go to Lorem Ipsum again and then you're just trying to copy all of this. Now don't forget, Lorem Ipsum is just a way of occupying your paragraph. I would really advise that you type in your story. Yeah, that's it. As you can see right now, when I click on this heading 2, you can see that's another one in the paragraph. Then you click on body, you see everything inside of it. So I would advise, before you go into the next lesson, before you go into the next video, can you tell a story? It's already looking like a website, but not so beautiful. Not so beautiful website, but this is already looking like our website. And then WebLab actually made it so easy for us. So easy for us. Thanks to code.org for this lovely platform. I hope I've been able to explain the first set of code for you. We have done H1 tag, the paragraph tag, H2 tag, we've done H3, H4, H5, H6. Go try those ones by yourself. In fact, if I were you, I'm just going to go again by declaring H3 tags and close it again. Don't forget that format. Okay, oops, see what I did. H3 tags, close, and then you type in your topic. Now this time I will say my lovely coding teacher. Okay, my coding teacher, or my awesome coding teacher. Awesome coding teacher, which is me, coding teacher. You understand? And you see now the H1 is the biggest, H2 a bit smaller, H3 a little bit smaller, and then you can put in your paragraph again. You put in your paragraph again. Now you're creating a website already. You're creating a web page. Now all we've done right now is to create simple web pages. As you can see right there. Okay, that's it. So now in between the paragraph tag, I'm going to go with the Lorem Ipsum, but please type your story. So I'm going to go again, Lorem Ipsum. Alright, and then you paste. Wow, this is looking so lovely. You can see already it's looking like a website. I hope this is so fun to you. I hope this is easy. Hopefully this method is easy. If it is not, if there's anything you do not understand, please feel free to comment in the comment section below and ask your question. And don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot of magic for you this year. I have a lot of stuffs coming for you this year. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And don't forget to tell your friends about this channel. Alright, stay blessed and keep flourishing. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.